What is going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode today. I am, of course, in my Mercedes W124, another episode on the Mercedes W124 Resto-Series. I'm so glad to bring you this episode. So glad to be back in my 124 again. So today, what we're gonna do, we're gonna throw in some injector cleaner in the vehicle to just get those injectors cleaned up. And then we're gonna go through a full clean, my first clean of this vehicle, to see how new we can make it. All right, so let's just get started. Let's just close the window so you guys can actually hear me. Now I'm just gonna rev the vehicle up a bit because it's a fresh start after about a week or 10 days. I haven't driven it, I've been busy. And yeah, so it just struggles a bit, needs to get a bit warmed up. But once we're ready to go, we'll head off. And I just want to thank you guys for watching the videos, and I just wanted to announce that my shop is finally open. So thank you so much for those of you who watch the channel, support the Masai Gaines channel. I really appreciate it if you head on down to the House of Gear shop at Sarit Center, at the old wing of Sarit Center, ground floor, right beside Bata. So just locate Bata and you will see House of Gear nearby. It's a fantastic shop that I've personally curated and been working on for a long time to bring you guys the best of overland products, the best of car care, and the best of everything I use to keep my vehicles functioning as perfect. I know a lot of you watching are curious as to how I maintain my vehicles or keep them functioning amazing. I highly recommend you go down to the shop to check the products that I've stocked and the products that can help you do the same with your vehicles, guys. So thank you so much for watching House of Gear at Sarit Center, and I really appreciate all the support. I know if you guys enjoy watching the channel, the way you can support is by going on down to House of Gear, shopping some product. That is the best way to support Masai Gaines. So thank you so much, guys, and let's get right into this episode. All right, so my Mercedes W124, now this is an E220, of course, the M111 engine, M111.960. I very recently acquired it, and you guys know that I regard the W124 very highly. You guys got to remember, this was built at a time when Mercedes-Benz was trying to show the world that they had the best engineering in the world. This car was not so much about showing off other aspects of anything. It was just down to over-engineering and building the strongest vehicle that they could that would last the longest possible time. Back in the day, if you drove a Mercedes-Benz, you drove a machine. You drove something of serious build quality. The Japanese were fighting back. The Japanese were coming, especially with the Lexus sedan, the LS. But I still say nothing comes close to the W124, an E-Class, an executive sedan, that just reinvented what the executive sedan was supposed to be. And up to this day, the E-Class is still a fantastic model for Mercedes-Benz and still sells a lot of units of the E-Class. But the W124 had, one of the largest spanning varieties in terms of engine options, interiors, material choices, leather, wood, you name it. Buttons, this was the era of fantastic buttons. And in today's day and age with just touchscreens everywhere, boy do we miss the buttons. How can I express this M111 engine? Well, I've driven an M111 engine in my W202, guys. So, my W202 was a C-Class, of course, you guys know, but it was a 1996, and it had the M111 engine, and it was a manual as well, 5-speed. So I'm familiar with this engine, though the one that you get in this E-Class is actually more powerful than the one I had in my W202. You can feel it. The one in my W202 was, of course, a 1.8 liter, and this is a 2.2 liter E220. So I can feel, that extra loudness and that extra power without a doubt. But the engine is still, very smooth, responsive. Now with the manual, I do have the 5-speed. So, that really helps going along and changing the gears. And the fantastic thing with Mercedes-Benz of this era is, those gear ratios are so nice and long. So you really enjoy driving, it's a pleasure to drive these kind of vehicles. Just listen to this, the side indicator and how subtle that side indicator is, guys. It's got such a fantastic subtle sound to it, such a luxurious sound to it, even though this vehicle is 30 years old. And you just have to enjoy shifting through the gears. You really have to be, you know, someone who is mechanically inclined to be able to appreciate this kind of vehicle. So M111 engine made it to this 5-speed transmission. We have, of course, got a fabric interior together with the, you know, the wood grain, the wood accents that you see. And of course, you know, this was an era where Mercedes-Benz were using the Zebrano wood, and you know, just a fantastic wood. Actually, I really love it. And you know, to this day, I miss these kind of interiors, and that's why people, you know, still are looking for these kind of vehicles. But the W124, there's so many all over the world because Mercedes-Benz sold so many of these in so many countries. So I'm so happy to see that this is still a vehicle that is very much revered, and people are really still after this kind of vehicle. It's very much sought after still. Even though I'm in Kenya, a developing country in Africa, Mercedes-Benz got their vehicles everywhere, to the fact that I can be here in Kenya picking up an example of a W124 in this day and age. So 2025, I do intend to restore this vehicle well and get this vehicle in even better condition, guys. But I want to take you guys through everything, and that's why I've been busy with the shop, and so I've not been able to film. And so because I wanted to show you guys everything, I've not driven the vehicle that much. So we're going to go through everything on this channel, so step by step, guys. So today the first step, of course, is getting that sort of injection cleaner inside the vehicle. You just want to go through the initial clean and get this looking pristine and show you the after results. And the way you can do it is with Hog Gold Car Care. Go down to House of Gear, go down to my shop and visit the Hog Gold Car Care section, and that's where you can pick up all these products to really help you dial in your vehicle, to really help you enjoy car care once again. That's the whole point of the shop. I really wanted us to get back to enjoying car care again, and to really enjoy maintaining our vehicles and keeping the value of our vehicles through maintaining them with good car care, genuine premium products. So, let's get right into the cleaning. I got my small key here. It's just a different feeling with this Benz, just makes me very nostalgic. So, nothing like putting your key in your vehicle. You guys remember the vacuum locks of Mercedes? Of course, the vehicle just feels like a vault, feels like an absolute vault. Some of you watching these videos, you think, this is just the most pristine thing. No, guys, it does have a bit of the cracking on the wood grain. This is a 30-year-old vehicle. I don't expect it to look like new. But let's clean this up and see how good we can get this. Looking. I got a bunch of stuff in the vehicle that I need to put in the boot, the other stuff. And let's just see how clean we can get this to look. All right, guys, substantial cleaning done. The vehicle looks fantastic. We're just going to put in the injection cleaner now. This is just Liquimoly DFI cleaner. As I told you guys, Liquimoly products, get them from House of Gear at Sarit Center. We've got the Molygen oils, we've got Engine Flush, we've got Ceratec. So make sure you get Liquimoly at House of Gear. But this is DFI cleaner. We're going to try and see if my idle can become smoother with some of this. I'm just going to put it straight in the fuel. So it says, you know, one bottle is sufficient for about 70 liters of fuel, and you want to do it kind of when you fill up with petrol. So that's good. So you just have to run the vehicle with this in. You know, the problem with this kind of product is it does take some time. I do have to go through the full fuel tank to be able to see any difference, and I might have to run the product multiple times. But I just want to see if this is going to improve my idle, you know, start with the basic things before going to bigger things. But I have achieved a good amount of cleaning. I'm happy with the vehicle. You know, you guys don't need to do too much, you know. Day by day, weekend by weekend, try and get little work done. And over time, you'll really get your vehicle going, you know. All of us are busy. All of us have work. And so we don't always have time to just be enjoying and maintaining our vehicles. And so it's a great thing to just do it step by step so you can really enjoy. So I've got the injector cleaner in. The vehicle is looking quite clean now, as you can see. And I even put some metal polish on all these metals. You can see this vehicle has got a good amount of metals. So you guys saw that. She's purring quite beautifully. Look at the beauty of this vehicle from the rear. It just reminds me of the CLS of this age, when the CLS came out, and these amazing tail lights and the way these sedans sit and look. But you guys heard, not the best idle. I do have an issue with the exhaust silencer, so that's giving up a bit of noise. So you might have heard that noise. That's just the silencer. And then I just want to get that rough idle taken care of. So I'm gonna run the fuel injection cleaner, and then we're gonna see if we need to get into the next thing after that. But this is very much still episode 2 of my beloved W124. So bit of good cleaning done, metal polish for all the metals around the vehicle, nicely shining again, and good interior clean, so that the vehicle at least feels like an E-Class, feels fantastic and clean. A dirty vehicle can really make you feel a lot of things, but a vehicle that is clean and pristine, or that you're at least cleaning yourself, is always a pleasure and always fun to drive, or at least for me, to maintain vehicles and get through them with good car care, good tender loving care, especially these classics. Ooh, they deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. 238,000 kilometers. These vehicles are known like taxis. So many of them around the world were taxis, and they achieved huge mileages. Just wanted to, of course, give you guys a look at the M111. As I said, the M111.960. Of course, this is a 30-year-old vehicle, guys, so it does show a bit of signs of being a 30-year-old vehicle. But apart from that, everything is still functioning great, looking great. So of course, there's a bunch of things I need to get taken care of. And in the next episode, I'm going to run you through every issue that I currently have with this vehicle and what we're going to be doing to sort those issues out. But here's a good look at the M111. You can see the belts. I even want to get those replaced. I have got an idler over here also that's making some rattling. But this was the M111.960. So beautiful engine, develops good torque. I know it's just a 4-cylinder, guys, nothing too exciting over here, but perfectly adequate for me. I think this is fantastic for this particular type of vehicle. I know the 6-cylinder would be really, really nice, but I'm perfectly happy with the M111.960. And of course, the long bonnet that you get with Mercedes-Benz of this era. So, you know, a very good looking vehicle, of course. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a quicker episode. The first run through of a cleanup, getting this interior up to scratch, putting a bit of fuel injection cleaner, and just admiring the beauty of this vehicle. So another episode of the W124 Resto-Series. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to carry on working on this vehicle in all the episodes that come along, and the best of all, you guys get to see everything. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit like, subscribe, comment down below. Masai Gaines checking out.